Hi everyone, I'm very excited to say that my copy of Rita Berman's latest book has just arrived and I thought I would do a flip through for you. Now it is smaller than I expected, which is absolutely fine. I'll just show you the size. This is a copy of Magical Jungle by Johanna Basford and you can see how much bigger they're both square books. You can see how much bigger this one is, but that's good I think, because if I want to fill in a whole background or something, there's a bit less paper to cover, so I'm not worried about that. Now we have this lovely colouring on the cover. Some of it is shiny. I turn it to the light and some of it isn't, if you can see, which is quite fun. So that's the cover, and it's obviously in German. I don't know if there are English versions of Rita Berman's books, but I think they're always in German, which is absolutely fine. So let's have a look. So the inside of the cover has this little dotty pattern, which is, for me, looks rather like a bullet journal page. And then we have this lovely picture of a circular design, lovely flowers in the middle. It's actually a little bit like this, but not quite the same. We've got different buildings. And then we have excuse me, we have our sort of title page, a little bit of details about Rita there, which I can't read, is in German, so I will pop that into Translate at some point, and her other titles there. And here obviously the title of the book, and you can colour this bit in. There are sort of postcards here, which is fun. And here's our copyright notice, and then we get started. So we've got this jar design to start with, or bottle, which has got buildings inside on the back of a little turtle. It's absolutely gorgeous with a lovely sort of flourishy surround, and it says Gute Reise, which is good trip or journey, I think. And here we have a picture with some very nice hot air balloons over a little town, as if we're starting off our journey there. And we have a little introduction here from Rita, which again I will have to put into Translate to work out what it's all about, and a little sort of map type book, which is great fun here to colour. And it looks like we're starting. So we've got our signpost, and it tells us Amsterdam, London, Lisbon, Paris, Cologne and Brugge, I don't know. And that says Venedig. I don't know if that is a place or if that is a word, I don't know. So I really like this lamp, and we've got a lovely little flourishy design around there and some cobbles. And here we have a map showing some of the places. So here we've got Big Ben in London. I obviously know most about London. We've got the Eiffel Tower, a windmill for Amsterdam. We've got some olive oil and the Tower of Pisa there in Italy, and different bits and pieces. So that's quite a fun one to do. On this sort of, it's got like a check pattern, which is fun. And here we have a series of little circular images, which is rather fun. So you've got little bits to colour bit by bit, and we've got methods of transport and different buildings, things we've packed in our bag, and different scenery. So there's quite a random assortment of different fun things on that double page spread. And as you can see, it doesn't go right into the spine. Now the paper to me looks white, and I've got some very white paper here to put next to it. To me that actually looks whiter than what I thought, than my white paper, which is interesting. So it's very white, which is nice. And here we have a typewriter, and lots of letters coming away with books and things, so that's quite fun. And we've got different places on the books. And here we have quite a complex picture, which is great fun, with different methods of transport, some water and fish and all sorts of buildings in the background. Again, I can see Big Ben, the Eiffel Tower. I think that's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That could be St Paul's Cathedral. And we've got a windmill. I don't know. I only know about British things. And we have a boat, and we're going, here's a bridge, and I'm assuming this cathedral or something might be in Cologne, where I don't even know where that is. I need to do some work, don't I? Some research. We have this is very original, which I really like. It's actually, look, a pencil box or crayon. We've got pencils and crayons and the pen in it, but it's got the building on it. So it's almost as if come and colour your adventure. I think that's great fun. And here we have our suitcase with our various bits and pieces in, our map, camera, passport, different things for our journey, which is great fun. And we're starting, we've got our house and we've got our van with our luggage, and off we go. And we've got a car absolutely piled high with all our bits and pieces that we're taking. I love that we've got an artist palette there. We've got a kettle and a plant and a lamp, a clock, and various bits and bobs, which is great fun. And this lovely landscapey picture, which looks a little bit like, it's not quite the same, looks a little bit like this one here on this selection from Rita's download. So there we go, and we go across, and we've got a gondola. We're in Venedig, so this must be Venice, so that's quite interesting. And lovely buildings, and look at this beautiful page. We've got a background which we could do as a sort of wallpaper with a lovely mask and headdress there, which is great fun. And here we've got all sorts of different things. We've got buildings, we've got treats and different things there. And here we've got our little bike, and it says gelato on it, which is great fun because we've got our ice cream cone here, and we've got all different flavours and fruits all around it, as if these are all with the ice cream, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa in the background. And we have a beautiful scene with a cute cat, and someone's doing a lovely painting there. Look, it's poppies, a lovely tree. And here we have an interesting picture. I'm looking because we've got what looks like fields, but we've got houses as well, so that's great fun to do. And we've got a little jar here with a ladder. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, and on this page here we've got lots of separate pictures. We've got coffee, biscuits and ice cream and fruit and house, and then we've got trees and a gondola and a beach. And again here we've got lots of little things as well, but this time they're in little squares with some shading, so can do a little, encouraging you to do maybe a little background on each of these. We've got some olive oil and some sort of veggies and a pizza and different things like that, so that's great fun. And this scene, we're on the boat. Look, we've got a fish in a fishbowl boat, but houses with an umbrella. It's raining, that's good. And here we've got a sort of seascape, a swirl of water with lovely fish. And here, look, we're under the sea, we're diving, and there's a little jug there, some treasure in the sea. That's great fun. And this one, we're on the beach. Look, we've got a boat and our sun and a cliff face, a surfboard, and here, look, got a little octopus with a magnifying glass and a colouring book. That's great fun. And we have a castle in the top of this building here with a tram, and this is Lisbon. Look, with some fish hanging up. It's great fun, and I like this picture. Look, the tram is coming down through the picture, and there are all the buildings. There's another one here, so that's great fun. And here, so quite an interesting design there. And here we have all sorts of, wow, actually someone's baking. Look, there's the finished sort of treat there, but we've got all the ingredients where they're doing some baking, so that's quite fun with these ornate tiles around the edge. And we have some, I'm saying pigeons, not sure, lovely birds with look at this lovely tray with some coffees, maybe tea, coffee, and the pastries. So that's great fun. And here is a very pretty design, just freestanding as it is, which is very pretty. And we've got a boat and a bridge, a little cockerel, some houses, a bull, another, it looks like a tile, doesn't it? Very pretty. Two little people, some instruments, fish, and a jug of, it's grapes, so I'm going with wine, I don't know. And we have some lovely just floral page here, very pretty. If you're just in the mood for flowers, that's a lovely one to do. And here we go, there's another one with flowers, and I think that, I'm guessing that says love from Lisbon, Portugal, I'm not sure. We've got another lovely floral page here, and here we've got trees, bridge, and a picnic with a radio, and the birds are here again having their picnic. It's great fun. And a lovely heart, look at that, very, very pretty. And this one is very cute. We've got two cats in the window. And look, Bonjour Paris. So we're in Paris. We've got Eiffel Tower. So that isn't St Paul's Cathedral. That's some building in Paris. Haven't been, so I'm afraid don't know. And we've got the base of the Eiffel Tower in this one with lovely houses underneath and a very inviting looking table there. And a very pretty fountain. Look at that with some balloons and flowers. I do like this. And here's our little birdie friend. And look at that display of cakes. What a delicious looking page. And we've got lovely flowers going around. That's very pretty. We've got a patisserie. So we've got our cat and bird visiting, and we've got all the treats in the window. Very pretty. Now on this page we have, looks like we're going fashion, Paris fashion. We've got some perfume as well, hats and jewellery, more makeup-y things here, mask and bags and things, so that's great fun. And here we have a handbag, but we have a door, like it's a little shop sort of house. So that's really good fun. Look, the beads hanging up here and around here. What lovely fun. And look at this, it's a very pretty, it looks like it's a dandelion, but we've got little buildings and things inside. That's great fun. What an imagination. And here we have a boat, lovely umbrella, a camping theme, cup of tea, lovely flowers, food, another little camper van, a pretty little cat on top of some books, and a car. And look, here we go, we've got a spread with all sorts of buildings, butterflies. It's a sort of double page, but not quite going down the spine, which is always nice. And we're in Brugge, I'm guessing, I don't know. Got a very pretty swan and some lovely flowers. My geography is very poor, I should have done some research. And another swan, how pretty that is. And look at these lovely designs. They're sort of, these are hanging as if they're decorations of some sort, or jewellery, I'm not sure. Very pretty. And we've got these as well. I don't know what they are. They look like bobbins. I don't know if it's lace, something like that. Oh well, I should do some research and find more. We've got a chocolatier, lovely. So we've got a very happy cat doing some shopping, and a very pretty flowers and house design. And here are all our chocolates in this design, which is great fun. And we're on the boat, look, we've got a seagull and a house on the boat, on the water. And here we go, we've got this whole selection of houses in this lovely circular design, very unusual. And oh, we've got some clogs. I didn't need to see Amsterdam to guess where we were, and tulips as well, very pretty. And here we have our sort of Amsterdam page with a bicycle and a boat. I've been to Amsterdam. I actually stayed on a hotel boat, which was great fun. Windmill, I didn't see any windmills in Amsterdam, but I did on the train. And that's very pretty. And another lovely bicycle, look at the little dog with some flowers. And a bridge. This is tall, thin houses, very typical of Amsterdam, which were lovely fun to visit. Actually, some of these might be shops, not sure. We have another pretty floral picture, and another one here. This is more like a bouquet, which is very pretty. And we have all the hot air balloons. Look how pretty they all are going across this double page spread with various houses and streets. And we're in London. Now it's raining, isn't that odd? I'm sure it never rains in London. I think actually, I'm not sure if it's ever rained when I've been there. I've obviously been very lucky. So we have got our bridge, our Big Ben, the Gherkin, this is St Paul's Cathedral, and we've got the underground and all the people in the leaves and wet. It's very London, isn't it? And oh, the eye as well there, look. And here we have one of our very lovely post boxes with all these letters and cards, and our bird friends are here, look. And so we have got some traditional London things. We've got our guard, we've got a flag here. I always have to remember quite where to put everything. Even though I'm British, I never remember how to do the flag. A phone box, you don't see phone boxes like that very much anymore, but they are lovely. A nice bus and some shops. And we have the Queen on a stamp. Also a guitar and a cloud and some jam. I'd love to see some jam on a stamp, that would be fabulous. And we have a lovely cup of tea. We always have a nice cup of tea. I've got one beside me actually while I'm doing this video. through the window and some milk. That's great fun. And look, we have a lovely dog, and he's got a London newspaper there that he's delivering to this very pretty door. And we are on the canal. I have a canal right by where I live. I don't know how many there are in London, but certainly in the UK, and a pretty church in the villages outside, you'd find them more, and lovely ducks. We have lots of ducks too. So here we have our sort of London memory page. So we have our fish, our chips, which we do have. We do like our chips. We've got our map, the balloons there, radio, but we've got a whole royal reference here, which is very much London, and a cupcake, and look at that, a pocket watch. So that's fun. And our hot air balloons are heading off. We've got a picture inside this one. Where's it going? We shall find out. And it says Scandinavian here, look, and we've got all sorts of, we've got a campfire and a tent and all sorts of fun things there. And look at this gorgeous log cabin, isn't that lovely? We've got a more wintry scene going on, so that would be fun. And we have got, what's going on? We've got a lovely owl and rabbit with more lovely wintry looking trees and a sort of elky moose with what looks like candles here, which is fun. Little tiny cute little Bambi there. How lovely, and some foxgloves. I'm not sure they grow in the winter, but it's nice to add a splash of colour, isn't it? Here we've got another pretty floral, lots of berries, which I love to colour. We've got blackberries, we've got other berries, strawberries, that'd be fun page. And we've got another lovely floral page here where you could do a background here, or just a border, or just leave it and just do the details. So there's a lot of options with that page. And now we have some transports. We've got our boat and a lighthouse here. We've got a town with these buildings. They look sort of Russian, I would say. But then we've got an Amsterdam windmill, so I'm not sure. And we've got more balloons. And we've got, this is a mix of buildings and flowers again. Very pretty. And now we've got quite a page of all sorts of bits and bobs. So we've got umbrella and scarf. We've got some compasses here. A sort of purse and a bag, camera, like a Polaroid camera, some books, a bottle, a cup of coffee, notes, all sorts of things here. And on this page again we've got a lovely mix of different things, fan, a different handbag, air tickets, cherries, socks and presents, nice house and different bits and bobs there. So that's a fun page. And there's a Europe trip or journey. I don't know if it's like a travel journal, something like that. Now this is an extremely detailed page. Now this is the front cover, I think. Yes, it is. So you could use some of these colours or your own colours, of course, to do it. So it's very more intricately drawn, so that will be very different and I think a lot of fun. And we have a globe here and bits and pieces, flowers and things. So I think we're at the end of our journey. So we've got our test page, so we can try out different pens and different materials before we get going to see how they look on the paper. But what's lovely about this page is you can of course colour in all these little bits and pieces if you want to. And at the end we have all the other books that Rita has made advertised on the back, and of course if you want it you could colour these in as well, why not? And oops, and we have got a final page to colour, which is, I think we're back home in our house with our cat. Our cat would be pleased to see us after this long journey, wouldn't they? And the same sort of dotty back cover. And here we finish. As I say, I won't know what that says, but I think it says your journey has begun, I reckon. And we've got another pretty bit here and here. So there we go. There's that one. I can't wait to get started with the book. I have got another few things on the go at the minute, but I think as soon as I can, I will be digging into this one because it's so very pretty. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for watching. I will put a link to where you can get this from in my description if you want to go and have a little look at some reviews and have a think about it yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Happy colouring.